Hey guys, welcome to part 2 on how to make a first impression that doesn't suck. In this video, I'm going to explain to you the second bit of a whole shit ton of videos that are coming up about this topic. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm actually going to give you a bonus little special gift that will make you absolutely deadly when making a first impression. There's so many factors when it comes to not making a crappy first impression. And this one, I will say, it's the thing that comes out of your mouth, right? It's like, what are you saying when things are coming out of your mouth? Most people don't think about that. They're just like, hey, how's it going? And then they go into whatever the thing is. Hey, do you know how to find this XYZ? Or hey, do you know whatever? They just start their conversation boring. And it's just not exciting. Because again, people are not that engaged. Unless you're walking up to somebody and you're like giving them chocolate or giving them free money.
Does anyone want some free money?
Why?
Because I'm crazy.
Or you're offering some kind of value, that gets their interest. But most conversations aren't like that. Most conversations are just people talking to each other about some boring ass stuff.
Boring.
If you actually want to make an impression with a member of the opposite sex and you want them to take notice of you, the thing that's coming out of your mouth should be somehow different, original, interesting, catchy in some way. That doesn't mean it has to be fake. It doesn't mean you have to tell them some story about how you climbed a mountain and saved some woman from being attacked by a lion. It doesn't mean that. But just something that's a little bit, gets their attention. So, for example, I've talked about this for years in different videos. I often like to use something called a pre-frame when I start a conversation. So, let's say I'm walking up to a woman. I think she's amazing. I just want to start a conversation. Let's pretend she's dressed unbelievable. She's just like got the coolest clothes, and I just want to be like, hey, my God, you look awesome. I just want to know your story. Rather than walking up and just starting a conversation where I just am asking them something or asking them to like give me information, like, hey, I like your clothes. Where'd you get them? Or hey, are you a model? Or hey, why do you like green so much? Something that's just, it's just like not that interesting. I'd say, excuse me, miss. Don't panic. I'm not an agent. I'm not a modeling scout. Dressed like that, you probably have people come up to you all the time. They want you to do modeling because you're so fashionable. That's not me. I just want to give you a high five for being awesome. One thing to keep in mind with pre-frames as well, they can be absolutely anything. I use these all the time. Excuse me, I don't mean to cause offense. Excuse me, I don't mean to shock you. Excuse me, I don't usually like to upset people like this. Excuse me. So I set something up like people are like, oh my God, it's going to be bad. And then I say, you look amazing. Do you want to teach me how to dress? So I'm setting up a situation where they're like, it gets their attention and they're confused and they're not sure what's going on. But then it ends up being very interesting because I'm not actually taking them down that wacky track. I'm actually just giving them a genuine compliment. So the content out of my mouth, it's going to create some kind of intrigue or it's going to offer some kind of value, right? So another way of making it interesting, rather than doing a pre-frame, which can work, it could be just giving a straight up compliment, but with that energy, with like, oh my God, you look amazing. You're getting a high five. Or hey, you look so great. I'd like to hire you to be my personal dresser. How much would it be? I just want you to I know it sounds ridiculous. I want you to teach me how to dress. So it's ridiculous. I'm a grown man. Obviously, I'm not going to pay someone for that. But it's just a really amazing compliment to give somebody. Somebody wants to talk to you when you make them feel good. If you don't make someone feel good, you're just another person talking to them. Who cares? And if somebody's really high value and they're just a really, really busy person, they got stuff to do, they're not going to be that excited to talk to you if you're just asking them some question that doesn't give them anything, not even that emotional, like, good feeling for a moment. So tip number 2, the first thing that comes out of your mouth, make it be interesting. Think about it. If you see some amazing woman and you really want to meet her, take a moment and actually pay attention and look at the way she's dressed, look at her energy, look what's going on, and come up with something that's interesting, that actually took a moment and some of your processing power to come up with, then go over there and say the thing with a great energy. Does that make sense? Don't just come over and be like, hello, hi, I saw you from over there, and I thought you looked really nice, so I'd come over to say hello. It's boring. Everybody's done it. No thought went into it. There's nothing original. There's nothing exciting. So make the thing that comes out of your mouth interesting and giving value and energetic and fun, and you might not have a first impression that sucks. That's it for today. I've created a little bonus that gives you some more ideas on exactly what can come out of your mouth for your first impression. It's in the link below, so check it out. I made it just for you. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content, and I'll see you in the next video.
Before this week, I was a massive pussy, and I never stopped girls during the daytime, ever. So the first day, we just like smashed that out. Just like did some crazy shit, and approached just anyone like beautiful, beautiful girls, but like in just stupid situations, like just things that I never thought you can actually do. With like their parents, and on the street, and on the beach with their bikinis on, and in just a really authentic, genuine way, as well as just picking up some babes and just removing any type of anxiety. Just like I've eaten better than I ever have, I feel better than I ever have, and just walking around, just enjoying the energy of a place, and really just getting into touch with being a man and having balls and doing what you want and figuring out what you want and having a clear intention and then just like going for it. If there's like one thing that anyone does in like 10 years, you do one thing to try to improve your life, like I would recommend this, hands down. There's nothing else.